Alright, so Boruto chapter 3 is officially out, and yo, Boruto is now a god. And as you guys can see in this chapter, he was just absolutely thrashing Code this entire time. Code literally looked goofy this entire chapter, y'all. At this point, we need a petition to write Code out of this series, because the way he's moving right now, he is an absolute doobad, and is putting disgrace on the Naruto franchise name. Easily the worst antagonist to come out of the Naruto franchise. But enough of me cooking Code. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and also follow my Twitter link in the description. Now let's move on. Now, Boruto chapter 3 starts right where we left off at, with Boruto and Code facing off, and Boruto finally activating his new jutsu Uzuhiko. Now I'm not gonna lie, the way Uzuhiko was explained during this chapter, it is definitely broken, as we find out that Boruto is literally using the rotation of the entire earth, and the jutsu can't be deactivated unless the planet stops moving, which makes this one of the most broken, if not the most broken jutsus that we've seen in the Naruto franchise, because obviously you're going to die before the planet stops moving. And even Damon confirmed that this was a planetary level feat, and Damon is currently the strongest person in the verse. So if Damon is co-signing the strength of this new jutsu gotta be really strong. As Boruto was surprised himself when he saw that Code tanked his attack, and even then Code was just squirming on the ground after he got hit by that attack. Now this next part is basically Boruto trying to convince Code to take him to the 10 Tails, and Code, being the stubborn person he is, isn't going for it, and that's when Kaoki finally shows up to the battlefield where Boruto and Code are fighting. And I'm not gonna lie, Kaoki is being annoying right here in this moment, as he's just saying the same cringy stuff he says every time he sees Boruto. But he did cook when he said Boruto looked like Sasuke's adopted child. But not only that, Boruto also sees Himawari for the first time in 3 years. This was the first time we've seen Boruto's battle face disappear, but then he would get serious right away, as he can't show his emotions right on the battlefield, as a shinobi is never supposed to show emotion. But that's a nice little detail that Ikimoto added. But moving back to Kaoki and Boruto's conversation, basically Kaoki said, "You just want to die in Konoha," and Boruto says dying in Konoha isn't so bad, but not today, which makes me wonder, is Boruto going to die at the end of the series? Because if so, I guess they're already planting the seeds for it, and I wouldn't be mad if at the end of Boruto did die, but that's a video for another day, whether or not Boruto's dying at the end of the series. Next part, we have Sarada finally figuring out the purpose of the Claw Grimes and the 10 Tails. Now usually the 10 Tails would just consume an Otsutsuki, but after this new transformation that Code added, now they're just after anybody, until they could get the real thing that they actually want, which is an Otsutsuki, which is why Boruto wants to get rid of the 10 Tails, as he knows this is going to cause disaster for humanity. And not only that, the Claw Grimes are also starting to get a mind of their own, as one of the Claw Grimes was literally trying to talk to Kaoki, and they also evolve at a rapid rate, as they're also starting to get the Rasengan. There's even thousands of these Claw Grimes out there, which makes this situation even worse. But moving on to Code finally escaping, we also find out that Boruto has also been training with the Toads, which we don't know how he did it or who trained him, but the likely most common scenario is Kashin Koji, as Kashin Koji was never confirmed to be dead, and he did say his fate was linked to Konoha, as he is the clone of Jiraiya, and Jiraiya also trained the 4th and 7th Hokage. So Kashin Koji training Boruto makes perfect sense, and that was a very common fan theory that everyone had, that Kashin Koji was going to eventually train Boruto. But if that's the case, what happened to Sasuke? We still don't know what happened to Sasuke, but at this point he might as well just be dead, as literally all the signs are pointing to Sasuke being dead. Hopefully he's sealed away just like Naruto or something, but it's looking very clear that he's dead. But moving on, Boruto is communicating with the Toads about Code's location, and we finally see how the 10 Tails looks after 3 long years, and Code literally sucked this thing dry. Literally, the 10 Tails is now drier than a single mother on a Friday night, and that's when we get a cold page of Boruto and the 10 Tails on the last page. Ikimoto is definitely an amazing artist. I don't know why people be trying to downplay him, but another thing that's noticeable is the fact that there's a claw mark over the 10 Tails eyes, which could mean a few things, but that's for another video, as we could possibly be seeing Code with a new form very soon. But it seems like things are going to be heating up in these next couple chapters, as Boruto now has the location of the 10 Tails. We actually don't know what's going to happen, but I'm excited to see what Kishimoto has cooking for Boruto, as it is also looking like we might see Boruto with Sage Mode very soon, which would make sense, as Sage Mode is literally natural energy, and judging from the fact that Boruto is able to use the planet's rotation, yeah, it's looking like Boruto has has Sage Mode in his bag. Let me know what you guys think about that. Would you guys mind Boruto getting Sage Mode? In my opinion, I don't like the idea of Boruto getting Sage Mode, but then again, you never know. The way they write it, I might like it. If anything, if Boruto was going to get Sage Mode, it shouldn't have been told Sage Mode in my opinion. But honestly, I digress. We're just gonna have to wait and see. But I also think we should have an arc explaining all the events that happened during the time skip, especially the events that happened right after Boruto left the village, such as Amato and everyone in Konoha figuring out what's going on with Naruto, Kaoki, and Boruto, and everyone deeming Boruto and Sasuke as traitors. But let me know what you guys think about this chapter. In my opinion, this chapter was a 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10-ish. I'll say 8.5. It was just more so an action-packed chapter. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and also follow my Twitter link in the description. And I'm out. Peace.